All right, hey everybody. Hey, whoever's watching this. Hey, you. This is just going to be a quick little video about a web app that I've been developing recently. And so, as you can see, it's called the Social Work Mentor, and the title of it actually is a pretty good description of what it's meant to be. The different areas of this tool are meant to walk a social worker, but it could be a counselor, a therapist, someone else in the field, a community outreach worker, anybody that's really doing social work, even social services related work can benefit from some of the things in the tool. So I'm just going to go briefly through each area in this video, and I'll make some other ones that are more specific to each one. So the user guide, if you click on it, you can navigate through that home page, or there's also this little menu here that you can navigate through the tool. But the user guide is a brief description about what the tool is for and the background of it. This is for practitioners, different examples of how you might use the tool in different situations that you may come across in your day to day work. Um, Same thing for supervisors, managers, and also in the name of transparency, we have a section also for partners and community so that they can also be clear on the frameworks and some of the tools that we're using as we're practicing social work and interacting with their families. Down below, there's some frequently asked questions that you can click on, obviously, and a section for video information and help, although that section is a little outdated and will need to be updated soon. So if you go up to the menu, and we're at a coffee shop here tonight. It's a kind of late night, 10:30 on a Saturday night, but you know how it is, always working. So this tool section, these are different tools that have been adapted from NCCD and Signs of Safety. You may be familiar with one or both of those. You can click on the links for more information. And some of the tools are adapted from there, some are from other um, locations, but on each tool, and this functionality isn't built into all of the tools yet, but ideally, for instance, the three houses tool, if you click on it, you will see a video that shows you how to use that tool. You'll see a blank tool that's just, if you use this on a mobile device, it'll help. But on a laptop like I'm using now, this is not too useful, but it will be if you're looking at it on a mobile device because you can pinch and zoom and focus in. This is an example of what a filled in tool may look like. And here, if you click, you can download um, a blank tool that you can actually type into if you're on a laptop or also if you're on a mobile device. But if you look on the video help, it'll tell you how to do that. Um, in later versions, as we develop this app, it may become easier to input information on a mobile device, but there are ways to do it. Field examples is another section that this is in the process of being built out a little more as well, but there's some common scenarios that a practitioner may find themselves in. So let's say the social worker is unable to connect with the youth that they're working with. So when you click on it, it'll give you some suggested tools that you may want to use in that situation. And if you click on it, it'll take you to that tool. Um, It also gives you some possible solution focused questions that you can use that are click on. You can click on them. Some values and behaviors that come from the core practice model used in some areas that help provide a framework for doing consistent social work across jurisdictions. So these are all obviously live links that you can click on, and we'll get to in a moment where they take you to. But the next section is life of a case. So if you click on that one, this is mostly for child welfare areas, and it's similar to the last page where if you click on any one of these areas in the front end of child welfare work, here these are some tools that may be useful in that area of work, possible solution focused questions to utilize, behaviors. So It's similar to what I mentioned for the previous page, the field examples. Safety mapping is an important part of it's part of what has come over from NCCD and signs of safety, and it's developed through those two organizations, companies. So if you click on any one of these, it will walk you through the process of doing harm and danger statements, identifying complicating factors. They'll help you to develop a harm statement and tell you exactly the process for doing that. So I don't want to get too into it because this is just supposed to be pretty brief and we're getting there. Solution focused questions, if you click on that, these are obviously solution focused questions and techniques that can be used during interviews or meetings with families or clients, and they're just ways to gather information that are more focused on a solution oriented approach as opposed to looking at a more deficit based approach. So you can, browse through these if you want to see some of them and utilize them. Hopefully, the purpose of this tool is to be able to pull it out of your pocket, in the field, in your car, wherever you may be, to refer to in your work with families. Um, so that's the solution focused question. And like I said before, if you click on those links from the other sites, and they'll take you directly to these pages. Here are the core elements and behaviors. Some of these may be more specific to certain jurisdictions, as I mentioned, that are using this core social work framework, um, but they are valuable regardless of where you are or what jurisdiction you're in. And again, they talk about certain behaviors that social workers or practitioners should exhibit. And you can click again on the links that relate to those areas. So that is basically it for this tool that I just wanted to share with you. Like I mentioned, I plan on doing a little more in depth couple of videos on each of these areas and walking through what it might look like in the real world of using it. But for now, I hope this introduction is at least helpful in helping you to understand what this tool is for and how it works. For now, I'm going to go back to enjoying my coffee here, and I have my helper here next to me, and we're going to enjoy the rest of this evening here. But go ahead and leave me a comment, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. That's enough for now. Enjoy your night or your day. I'll be enjoying my Saturday night. Thanks for watching.